What are you gonna try to do again? Just testing it?
See if the motors get warm when I turned off the filter.
Okay. God damn.
So a word of warning before I show you guys how to do this: you can actually burn out your motors if you're not careful with this. So please make sure you take your quads for a 30-second flight in between each of the settings. If you somehow burn your motors, I'm not responsible for that. So with that out of the way, you're going to go ahead and connect your flight controller into betaflight. Once you're in, you're going to go into your configurations tab, scroll down until you see dynamic filter, and if that's off, like here, you're going to turn that on. Once you've done that, you're going to hit save and reboot. Once that is done, you're going to go over your PID tuning tab and go on filter settings. This is where you're going to want to be careful. So between each setting you change, you want to take your quad out for a flight, like around 30 seconds, and you're going to check for hot motors. If the motors are hot, then you can't really continue. So general rule of thumb I've heard for when you're checking for hot motors is if you hold onto the motor and it starts burning you, then that is too hot and you should revert the setting that you changed. If it's just warm, you can hold on to it indefinitely, not just necessarily comfortably, but it doesn't actually burn you, then you should be okay and you can go on to the next setting. But again, be careful with this and always check your motors when you first change your notch filters. So the first step is go over into this little drop down menu here and go to PT1. You're going to hit save and you're going to take it out for a 30-second flight. If the motors aren't warm, you can go to the next step, which is enable gyro notch filter 1. You're going to disable that, go again for a flight. If it's all good, you can disable gyro notch filter 2, go for a flight, check, see if your motors are warm. So the last one here is the determ notch filter. You're going to disable that one. This is where I saw the biggest differences. Again, take it out for a test flight, see if it's warm. I do a couple test flights with this one just to see if they're warm, because this is the one that a lot of people, if they run into a problem, is the one that they can't turn off. So make sure you check that your motors don't get warm with this one. I'd double check if I were you. You're not going to change any of these settings here, just leave those as they are. and you should be good. If your motors aren't warm, you're good to go out flying again.